guys, welcome back to the Anchor Media channel. My name is Tatum Ayomike. I am the CEO and executive producer here at Anchor Media. In this video, we're going to be talking about the reasons why you shouldn't rush to launch your podcast. I know you're excited. You have this idea. You want to start this podcast. It's boiling. You're ready to get it out. But hear me out. You shouldn't rush because what you're going to do is cause more damage than good. And you only have one time to make a first impression, and you want to make sure that you do the proper steps prior to launch to position your show for success. It's a lot easier to get someone to listen once than to try to convince them to give you another shot. So first of all, podcasting isn't going anywhere. It is a billion-dollar industry at this point that is continuing to grow. And I know you may think, well, there are tons of podcasts out there, so I want to get ahead before more get out and all of that. I get it. But there are tons of podcasts out there that nobody's listening to. The top upper echelon of podcasts don't have more than 1,000 listens per episode. The threshold is very low as far as how many listens one has to be in the top 5% or so of podcasts. And so what that tells me is that there are thousands and thousands, maybe millions of episodes that no one has ever heard. And I don't want your show to fall into that category. And if you're rushing, you put yourself in a position to fall into that category of shows that no one will ever hear. Also, if you hop right into it, there are a lot of things that you're going to miss. Understanding what your unique selling proposition is, understanding your messaging, getting comfortable on the microphone, understanding your target audience, all of this competitor analysis, understanding what makes you stand out. All of these things are activities and steps that you need to take prior to releasing the episode. And so it's so important that you just take the time to do the work necessary so that you can launch correctly, as opposed to just rushing to get the show out there. Because again, every listen counts. And when it comes to advertising, you need a certain listener threshold so that you can get sponsors. Marketing happens before an episode or a podcast is released. And so if you rush to get it out there, you'll find yourself rebranding every year. You'll find yourself with a ton of negative reviews. So you're starting behind as opposed to starting ahead. You'll find yourself frustrated and confused and discouraged and not wanting to continue to get out and do it, because podcasting is a long game. You have to commit to putting out valuable content week after week or season after season. And you don't want to start incorrectly and that just have a negative impact, not just on the show and listeners, but on you. And it makes you forget about why you started the show in the first place. You end up discouraged, and it's just an overall mess if you don't do it correctly. And this is something we emphasize with our clients all the time, because a lot of times you're so anxious to get it out. But we've seen the best success in both impact and income with shows that have allowed us to really take the time and build it out to launch correctly. If you want to learn how to launch correctly, go to anchormedia.com/open house, where you'll learn more about our programs, our Find Your Voice Academy that we have coming up. We actually have a retreat that's specific for people who are launching. So this year we have both the launch track and a growth track so that we can get a lot more specific with the content and things that we're talking about. So if you're in a position where you want to launch a podcast but you want to do it the right way, go to anchormedia.com/open house to learn more about our event and our programs. And I hope that I could work with you and really help you get your show out and reach the podcasting goals that you have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when we post another video. I'll see you in the next one.